What is up, everyone? Welcome back. I have missed you. I'm so sorry that content has been a bit light for the past couple of weeks. During the Thanksgiving week, at the end of November, I lost a couple of dental fillings in my teeth. And unfortunately, being a holiday weekend here in the United States, stuff isn't open. And insurance companies are closed and all that good stuff. So it took me until that Monday to go and get the problem fixed, which wound up being the removal of a couple of teeth and some stitches being put in place, which was decidedly unfun. And the recovery wasn't bad. I got the stitches out last week. I was able to get the unboxing video, but even then you could tell my voice was a little jacked up. And unfortunately, I came down, as I'm healing from all that, I came down with some kind of virus where it's been an upper respiratory and a sinus thing, where I haven't been talking a whole lot. And I haven't even drank a whole lot of coffee. I think I've probably had a few cups in the past two and a half weeks. Mainly it's been lots of tea with essential oils mixed in with lemon and peppermint and a lot of honey and some lavender in there to help really break that junk up. But I haven't been talking a whole lot. So it's the first video I'm really doing in a while, and other than the unboxing. And I wanted to apologize that things have been a bit light. Hopefully I can start getting it. But I don't want you guys to have to listen to an hour plus of content, especially if the video with people tune in like a year later or so, which has happened with some of the longer videos, and hear nasty, gravelly, stopped up, sick voice. And honestly, it's hard for me to talk for relatively long periods of time, so this one's going to be on the shorter side. But I wanted to give you an update on that. The moment I can truly shoot things longer than a couple of minutes, I'm going to get the Patreon content that I've got going, and we'll start getting back into the normal swing of things here, especially before the Christmas holiday coming up here in the next week. But get as much stuff up as I can before the new year starts, and hopefully pick the pace up much more afterwards. Though it will be a little bit less here and there because I do have a race coming up in March, which is going to be just utterly ridiculous, and it's going to be one of the most difficult things I've done in many moons. So talk about that in another video. As I shoot this, it is 16 December. See the album cover up there in the corner for Insulated World or Dir En Grey, because tomorrow's the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, metalheads and VK fans of all ages. Tomorrow's the day that I get a chance to see Dir En Grey live up in Houston, Texas. I'm going to head out tomorrow morning, shoot a video in the beginning, do kind of a travel diary. I'll bring my GoPro along with me. I don't have an external mic for it yet, so the mic quality isn't as good as what I've got here, but hopefully I can get some fan interaction. And at the show, I don't really care where I get as far as like spots goes. I'm old. I don't necessarily want to be up in the pit, so I'm not really worried about that. But I do want to interact with fans and get some stuff on camera and put it all together, and hopefully get that up sometime later in the week as the whole diary or journal of it all, of the experience. Possibly shoot something later on tomorrow night as my brother and I go out and get some food afterwards, drink a beer, smoke a cigar. Possibly, see depending on how my throat feels anyway, and talk about it, wrap things up. I've stayed away from the set list, but at this point, from talking to so many of you amazing people via Facebook the past few days, I know that it's all of the Insulated World plus World of Mercy plus a couple of other tracks. So it works out really well for me. because with the interesting relationship I have here on the channel, I've only heard a handful of Dir En Grey records, the proverbial handful of Dir En Grey records, in their entirety, because I like to do this for you guys on the channel because you guys really appreciate that. And I do have a ton of experience with Insulated. Love the record. As I said in the video I did on that, the full review I did on that recently, a couple of months ago, it's probably one of the most frustrating and amazing records that I've ever truly loved and enjoyed. It just took so much time to finally get into it and truly love it. But once I did, I truly did. So it really works out for me because I'm not going to be unfamiliar with a lot of the work that they're playing from records that I haven't heard. So that's really good. Of course, you go see a band live and you want to see some of your favorites. And my favorites are more proggy, ballady stuff. At this point, most of you guys know that. So I won't be able to see that. But I know they're playing the full record. And Aka, it truly is my favorite track on the record. And it's certainly got the best solo as far as I'm concerned on the record. And I'm really looking forward to hearing that one live. I'm going to do a live of that here in a little bit and post that up. I'm shooting this video first. So I'll do the live version of that in preparation for tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to spending time with some of you guys before the show, possibly after the show. If you see me out there running around, what shirt I'm going to wear, I don't know. But, well, it's hard to miss me. I'm over 6'1" and very bald. So my look's not going to change in less than 24 or a little over 24 hours. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm truly, truly excited to share this concert with you guys. It's going to be 2 years to the very day that I covered different sets here on the channel. And really, it ignited my love for Visual Kei and the Japanese scene as a whole. And has just had me diving down that rabbit hole now for 2 years. And hundreds of videos here on the channel. My top 10 list this year of albums, which I will have out here in a couple of days. I've got a couple of more records I want to listen to that I'm thinking might be there. So we'll see. I want to make sure I get a couple of listens into those first before I put my top 10 list up. But 2 years ago, my top 10 wouldn't include would not include Japanese bands. Certainly not either of the bands that I know were going to make that list off the top of my head, because I hadn't heard of them. So, and believe it or not, other than one band, my top 5 as it currently stands is all bands that I've done on the channel. And at least one of those is going to be a VK band or a Japanese band, I guess, depending on how you want to call that particular band. But these guys who follow me consistently can probably guess which 2 records will wind up that I've covered this year that will wind up making that top 10, and possibly which one makes it to the top 5. But Dir En Grey opened that whole door. And they even opened the door to working with people in the Portuguese scene who actually caught some of my Dir En Grey content. I wound up doing stuff with Portuguese Distortion last year. And it was because Daniel liked what I did with Dir En Grey. So massive, massive thank you to all of you guys and gals out there who have helped me along this journey. And this going to this show is going to be just as much about you guys as it is about me, because it really did truly change my outlook as a fan, as a critic, as a musician and a listener of music. So it's this massive pit of emotions, this overwhelming yet amazing feeling, because it's all coming full circle. I feel like really, I'm sad that I didn't get to see Gazette earlier on in the year, but unfortunately, health and financial reasons just did not make that feasible, and that Dallas is even farther away than Houston. But I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be great. I'm happy that they are doing the full record and saddened at the same time. So there's that mix of emotions there. But I think it's going to be a fantastic experience. I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. I'm looking forward to documenting the majority of it and truly being able to give a much better opinion of the band, because to me the mark of how good a band is how good they are live. And you can see a ton of lives, but being able to experience that in person, there's no better way, is truly be able to experience all of it in person. The venue's great. They're playing, and of course they've actually done a couple of HOV venues. I think total is on this tour is 4. But they're playing House of Blues in Houston. I saw Coheed and Cambria there in February, and I've seen other shows there throughout the years. So, and I've seen other shows and other House of Blues locations across the U.S. So the staff is professional. The sound is always really strong. And it's just a great venue. Really happy about that. Really, really looking forward to it. And I'm certainly sorry that the content has been a bit light. I truly do apologize. I can already feel my voice starting to go right now. So I'm going to wrap this up. But I love you guys. I truly do. I've gotten so close to so many of you over the past 2+ years that I've been doing this, and the channel's really been going. And you guys are responsible for so many changes personally, as far as the way I hear things and presenting music that I truly enjoy and become a fan of. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been a fan of Dir En Grey. I wasn't. The experience I had with them, I couldn't get into them, and I didn't like them. And even Different Sense, I couldn't grasp onto it. Thank you to all of you out there that suggested different stuff and played to my taste at the time and were able to help me find my footing, because without you, I wouldn't have. I think out of all the Visual Kei bands, the Japanese bands I have listened to, Dir En Grey is the hardest for me to get into. But at the same time, they are absolutely one of the most rewarding once it finally clicks. It's like playing Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a tough pain in the butt game, right? Really difficult, really high learning curve. But once you finally get it and you finally click, oh yeah. I felt that same kind of feeling, same kind of euphoria with Dir En Grey. Once you finally get there and it finally all resonates and clicks and you get the emotional connection to it, and you start to understand it all, it's an amazing experience. And that light bulb going off was just one of the best things that had happened that year as far as things going musically. Thanks, guys. I love you. I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for so many of you that have been around since the very early stages of my growth into Visual Kei and the Japanese scene, which I tend to cover so much now. And those of you out there that are out there at the show tomorrow, don't be shy. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Even if my voice is going, I'll talk as much as I possibly can with you. I hope to see as many of you as possible. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook. So I don't keep Facebook on my phone, so that might be difficult. But you'll see me walking around. I'll be there. I really look forward to seeing you there. If those of you that have seen the set here in the States, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. I cannot wait to to relate all the experience of tomorrow with you at a later date. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders, which you do every single day. You have been awesome. I've been Baldman. I'll see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging. And actually, one more cool thing. Claire Mshala was the individual that recommended it many moons ago. And for that, Shirley, my friend, I'm in your debt. Thank you guys. See you soon.